This is a supposed surveillance video that caught a Chinese Coast Guard ship firing a water cannon at Philippine vessels over the weekend. CNN Philippines is validating its authenticity. Manila has been chartering commercial boats escorted by Philippine Coast Guard ships to transport food supplies to military personnel in Ayungin Shoal. A U.S. think tank says Saturday's water cannon firing incident was a deliberate and, quote, calculated aggression.
I had been expecting a pretty robust Chinese response to this resupply mission because I had been watching their force at Mischief Reef growing over the past month.
For weeks, satellite images reveal Chinese vessels have been swarming Ayungin Shoal near the dilapidated Filipino Navy vessel where Filipino troops are stationed. This is not the first time such an incident happened. In November 2021, Beijing also blocked and used water cannons on Manila supply boats.
I think that China has been signaling very openly that it's willing to escalate tensions over Ayungin Shoal. They believe that they have escalation dominance and that eventually Manila will simply have to give in. And honestly, I think that's been backfiring on them.
The Philippine military and the Coast Guard in separate statements strongly condemned what they call China's excessive and unlawful actions. The PCG urged China to restrain its forces and take appropriate actions against those behind the incident. The AFP also calling on their Chinese counterparts to be more cautious and responsible to avoid miscalculations in the future. This latest falling out comes just days after Chinese President Xi Jinping met with former President Rodrigo Duterte in Beijing, reportedly offering to explore joint military activities with Manila. This amid a recent pronouncement joint Philippine and U.S. patrols in the West Philippine Sea could commence before the end of the year.
I think it's important for China to see that and realize that its actions against Philippine vessels are putting into a very dangerous circumstance that, again, what we're hoping is that this will serve as a deterrent.
Now, whether these joint patrols can indeed put an end to future Chinese aggression remains to be seen. David Santos, CNN Philippines.